Most men think fat loss fails because they don't have enough discipline during the week. But what if I told you the real problem is not Monday to Friday at all? It's something you're doing so casually on the weekend that it's quietly resetting your entire progress every single week. And the worst part is, you don't even realize it's happening. Because from your perspective, weekend drinking feels harmless. You worked hard all week. You trained. You ate clean. You stayed consistent. So Friday night feels like a reward. A few drinks, a bit of relaxation, a break from stress, nothing extreme. But inside your body, something very different is happening. The moment alcohol enters your system, your body treats it as a priority threat. Not food, not fuel, not relaxation. A toxin that must be processed immediately. So, your liver does something interesting. It shuts down everything else. Fat burning stops. Fat metabolism pauses. Energy processing gets redirected. And this is where most men misunderstand the situation. They think it's just extra calories. But the real issue is not what you added. It's what you temporarily shut off. And it doesn't stop there. Because after a few drinks, your decision-making changes quietly. You don't feel it happening, but your control starts dropping in the background. You eat more without tracking. You snack without planning. You tell yourself, just tonight, repeatedly. And what looks like a small weekend break becomes a hidden calorie surplus you never accounted for. But there's a deeper layer most men never connect. Because alcohol doesn't just affect fat loss in the moment, it affects your recovery after. Your sleep might still look long, but the quality drops. Your deep sleep gets reduced. And that matters more than most people think. Because deep sleep is where your body repairs, resets hormones, and restores energy balance. So when that gets disrupted, you don't feel it immediately, you feel it the next day. And this is where the real chain reaction starts. You wake up slightly more tired. Your energy feels lower. Your motivation to train drops. Your cravings increase. Your activity level decreases. So now your weekend habit is not just a weekend problem. It is bleeding into your Monday, Tuesday, sometimes even midweek. And this is the part most men never calculate. But let's pause this for a moment. Because to be clear, if someone can completely quit drinking, that would absolutely be the best option for fat loss, energy, and long-term health. But I also understand most men don't live in that perfect scenario. After 35, life is social. There are events, friends, stress, and habits that don't just disappear overnight. So if quitting completely is not realistic right now, then the next best thing is control, not elimination, but limitation that protects your progress instead of resetting it. So instead of asking, how do I stop drinking? Ask a better question. How do I stop my weekends from resetting my progress? Because that changes everything. For example, instead of drinking without limits, set a clear stopping point before you start. Instead of combining drinking and uncontrolled eating, decide one simple boundary in advance. Instead of turning both Friday and Saturday into full reset days, limit it to one controlled night. Not perfection, not restriction. Just boundaries that protect your progress. And here's what happens when you apply this consistently. Your Mondays stop feeling like a restart. Your energy becomes more stable. Your workouts feel easier. Your progress stops disappearing every week. Not because you trained harder, but because you stopped undoing your work every weekend. So if you've been stuck in this cycle for months or years, working hard during the week, but never seeing real change, it's not a discipline problem. It's a hidden weekend system problem. And once you fix that one part, everything starts to move forward again. If this video helped you understand things a bit clearer, I appreciate you taking the time to watch it. What I focus on here is simple, realistic approaches that middle-aged men can actually stick to. Because that's what gets real results. If that's something you're working on, you can stick around for more.